Hey, Cole. So after week 3, you basically stepped up and said, the team needs me to block. I'm happy to block. I can do that. Looks like you did a great job of that in week 4. What was that like for you to come in, step in that role, and help out?
Yeah, no, I mean, as a group, I thought the tight end group did a really good job on Sunday with the blocking portion and everything. And, like I said, we're more than willing to step up if that's what we got to do in order to win games. And, I thought we played a big part in that rushing attack on Sunday. So, obviously, we were really happy with that and looking forward to, continue doing that as the season goes on. So.
In your career already, you've played alongside a number of different quarterbacks. What have you
Yeah.
learned about that situation, whether it's changing week to week, mid-game, or now that it's going to be Fields moving forward? What have you learned from that whole experience?
Yeah, just the 4 guys I've played with, just like different. Everyone's got their own style and way they kind of go about things. So you just got to be able to adapt to that and kind of try and figure out guys quickly. Whether that's getting more time on task in practice or after practice, things like that. But yeah, everyone's got their own style and way they go about things, and it's just kind of the way of the land.
What's Justin's style?
Yeah, he's been really calm and poised out there. I said that before, and he's just kind of the same guy. No matter what's happening. It was interesting to see him, in Cleveland, the way he was acting in the huddle and the way he was acting in the huddle last week. And it's similar, it's the same, and it's really it's calming for all the other guys out there as well.
Your excitement was pretty clear throughout that game in terms of your blocking role and the way you were moving the football.
Yeah.
What's it like from your position when you're getting 5-6 yards a carry, these big chunk plays that make it a difference?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, we're obviously, we play a big part of that, like I was saying. And, when we see our running backs spring out for a 5-6 yard gain and then, every once in a while hit a 15 to 20 yard gain, like that's a big deal. And, we're excited about that.
You finished that one in the end zone with David where, everything the power kept moving and moving. You were almost, I think, more excited than he was in that. Let's go through your head on that play.
Well, he probably had no energy by the end of that, so that's probably why. But, yeah, no, I mean, I know how David runs. He's going to stay up, so as long as he's staying up, we're going to push the pile. And, it's just exciting to see a guy finish like that and get in the end zone.
Do you feel like that kind of success with run blocking in the run game is something you guys can sustain without David?
Yeah, for sure. I think, obviously David plays a big role in all that and his ability to break tackles, stay up, just unbelievable balance that he has. But, we're going to continue to create those holes for these other running backs that are going to step in.
What have you learned from Khalil Herbert so far in your time?
Yeah, Khalil's been great. He's just comes to work every day, and, it's been awesome to kind of see him since really OTAs kind of, keep progressing and all that stuff. He does a great job on special teams, and, I know he's going to do a great job with the new role he's got.
You didn't get a ton of playing time with Justin because obviously you're with the first team, he's with the second team.
Yeah.
Now that he has been named the starter and is getting those first reps, how valuable is that to developing a chemistry with him?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, now just you get more reps, more time on task, and things like that. So things like that and, the rhythm that we have in one another will just continue to grow over the next, over the season and, from there on. So, exciting and, excited for him and, it's going to be a lot of fun.
If you were to describe the identity of this offense or what you guys think it can ultimately become with Justin, how would you describe it?
Yeah, well, obviously Justin's threat with being able to get out of the pocket and run the ball is special, and I think if we're able to solidify a run game and then, Justin, his ability to stretch the field also with his arm, those are two things that kind of go hand in hand with one another and, create a pretty dynamic passing attack and, along with, a really solid run game.
Has there been a play on film you've seen from Justin that you've just been like, wow, how do you do that? Or?
Yeah, no, there's a couple. I mean, there's times when he's spinning out of the pocket and things like that, or just his ability to use his legs to get a first down. There was one against Cleveland, I think, on a third down where he got out, broke a tackle from a D end, and was able to get a first down. So things like that just are pretty special and pretty rare. It's cool to watch.
You guys had a couple of those explosive plays where completions 20+ yards last week against the Lions. What can explosive plays do for an offense that's trying to also balance a run game but also know how important those are?
Yeah, well, it keeps the safety in the back end back. They got to respect those deep passes, especially when you got speed like Darnell and Marquise and Demir going. So, yeah, it helps us out. I think our ability, first off early in the game to establish that run really set up those plays. So, they kind of just go hand in hand with one another. So it's good to get those going along with the run game.
Any eagerness to be on the receiving end of more of those targets, more of those?
Yeah, for sure. I think we're just in our room, we're optimistic about it all, and we're just going to keep doing what we're asked of and, do it to our best ability.